In an industry dominated by men, one woman is crashing through Hollywood's ceiling.
It's about equality, and I think that should be a discussion.
Who is this modern hero?
I'm Sarah Megan Thomas, and this is my story.
Growing up, Sarah learned the meaning of girl power.
I have an amazing mother, very lucky about that. She is a lawyer and very successful, one of the first female partners in Philadelphia, and still works 6, 7 days a week, and also an incredible mom.
She made you believe you could do anything.
Totally.
Performing is Sarah's passion, but nothing prepared her for the hard knocks of Hollywood.
I did a lot of commercials and, you know, the beer girl, that whole bit. And I was dismayed with the roles that I could get. And they were always the girlfriend, the girl next door girlfriend. Why can't she just be a strong woman?
Of the top 250 grossing films released in 2016, women made up only 17% of the key crew members behind the scenes. They also make far less than their male counterparts.
The fact that it's not 50-50 split, it's shocking to me.
It's totally shocking.
How do we rewrite the rules as females, and how are you trying to do that?
I think it's just doing the work and creating the work you want to see. I just really want to see more complex women on screen. And so I decided to do something about it and create work for myself and for others.
To launch her career forward, Sarah wrote, produced, and starred in 2012's Backwards, alongside James Van Der Beek.
Making Backwards was a huge turning point, and I was lucky enough that I didn't know how much work it was. It didn't get to where I wanted it to. Like, I wanted it to get into Sundance, and it didn't. It didn't have this big sale to this big distributor. It had a smaller distributor and a more limited release. To me, I don't know that it was like a failure per se, but it was a disappointment.
Sarah took some time off the big screen to work on her next baby, her son Christopher, and her career took second stage to parenthood.
I have a 3-year-old, and it took me out of the workforce for 2 years. I don't even think I realized how it would affect my career, and it did affect it negatively. And I think that is a fear that every woman who works and is ambitious has. As a mom to a boy, it's really important to me that he grows up and sees a successful working mom and knows that he needs to treat women with respect and that they can be equally as intelligent and make as much money and all that kind of stuff.
Sarah's latest film, Equity, is breaking down gender barriers and celebrating smart, strong women.
Tell me a little bit about this concept and why it's so important.
I think the concept was so important, this concept of a first female-driven Wall Street movie, because it's something we've never seen before. They're not the girl in the background, they're not the hooker, they're not the wife. And so it was really important to show that.
The women weren't just leading the way on screen. Most of the film crew was made up of female talent.
I think by having more female producers out there, they're inherently going to cast more female directors, because that's a problem. Then you have more female directors who want to see more women in roles, you know, and then you're going to, as a producer, want to put more women behind the camera as well. So it'll take a little bit of time, but I'm very optimistic because now it's part of the conversation.
Equity was a box office success and was even optioned by ABC as a TV series.
What's your advice to any female, or anybody really, trying to break into something that they have, you know, no connection, no experience, and they just know that they love it and they want to do it?
I think just go for it, do the work you want to do, and be the person you want to be.
If you like this modern hero, please share. It helps us bring you more stories.